Welcome to the Strenuous Life Radio, the podcast where leaderpreneurs and entrepreneurs, men and women, learn the essentials and human skills of the strenuous life. Y'all come on in, this big here motor bus. Sit on a high to bed. You know, my daddy always said, son, you associate with the right people. It's going to make all the difference in the world. In fact, why don't y'all grab yourself a cold drink and sit down, and I'll be happy to talk to you. Now, as long as y'all are clean thinkers, alright? That's part of the strenuous life. Alright. Now, this is a concept both Jimmy and I learned both back in 2000. We were both listening to this economist, Christian economist named Larry Bates. He was talking about iron sharpening iron. And he was having these economic preparedness conferences. Let me ask you this. What do you think iron sharpening iron means in our real life? It's who we associate with. It's what helps our businesses. It's what helps us lead in our organizations. The appropriate associations, it's what's going to carry you forward. Now, there's no doubt I've been talking to y'all a lot about some things here. The canon of force was one of my favorite things to be talking about to y'all. But as all you know, we got work to do. The canon of forces. Look, now that we have established the canon of force, we need to have iron sharpening iron. Now you see, here's the thing. If you are associating with whiners and losers, what's that going to do you, huh? How's that going to help you? It's not. Your best bet is to find the right people in your life. And ever since my daddy mentioned that, I have made that a lifelong quest. I've been waiting for this time for Jimmy to let me take over this podcast for a little while. He's given me only, though, a couple of podcasts. But I'm sure I'll be back in full force whenever he's done. But this one thing I do know. You need to associate with people that got the same values you do. You entrepreneurs, you want to use social media as a marketing tool. If you're a Christian, you want to use it to spread the gospel. What you don't need it for is to waste time and cause a bunch of reactivity. Jimmy and I we were in church yesterday afternoon and they was talking about that. That social media can lead to some of the deadliest, the 7 deadly sins. Now, I'm not saying social media is all evil. It's both good and bad. I'm just saying, watch who you associate with. Iron sharpening iron. Let me ask you this. Do you want to get around a bunch of people that got this thing, well, everything's messed up anyway, so let's just give up? How can you live this strenuous life if you don't have some kind of hope? And associating with people that have that hope. Now, ain't that better than sitting there and living in fear because of what's going on in our society? Come on. I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. Here's the thing you need to understand. You need to associate with people that are a pay grade or so above you. Can show you what you can do to succeed. Or when it comes to matters of religion, one that shares your values and your beliefs. I like to call them my affinity groups. Now, there's a fictional podcast about me and Jimmy set up. He knows that I started setting up affinity groups up there in D.C. Now, I ain't here to go through my history, but the thing is, I learned quick. You do better if you associate with people of good quality character, with people that are a pay grade above you. Because if not, you mess up. That's just all there is to it. We all have our challenges. That's no doubt. But the one thing I will stand on is this. How much do you trust in the Lord? Ask Him to lead you to the right people. Are you going to associate with people that want to chill around, sit around, fart and chill on Netflix? Yeah, I said that. I don't have much time, but there's one thing I do have to say. I care about you guys, or else I wouldn't talk about iron sharpening iron. It's a principle that Jimmy and I learned back in 2000. And it's a principle you need to stick to. It's something you need to grow on and try to understand. Because you have to decide that you are worth it. I hope you enjoy listening to the Strenuous Life Radio. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of the Strenuous Life Radio family. This is J.R. Hendrick saying until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can have what others can't. And like my daddy always said, think strong, and live the strenuous life. God bless you. Y'all take care now, you hear? Take care now.